Guys, we're going to be reacting to Boston Celtics are a playoff nightmare. Now, listen, you guys know I'm a Boston Celtics fan. The Celtics are on fire right now. Other than the loss that they just took against the Pacers, the Pacers shot like 60% from the three, and they shot a lot of threes. They did super good. Tonight they play the Hawks. It is March 1st. Guys, Boston Celtics are on a roll, and they finally figured things out. I was nervous in the beginning of the year, but I always have trust in this team. You guys know I have this team winning the finals this year. Yes, 2022 final NBA final championship is going to be all I know. I don't know who in the West is going to be, but I know the Celtics are making it and the Celtics are winning it. Other than that, let's just start the video.
Celtics have completely turned their season around after a rather disappointing start to the NBA season, but
They
have
have
now won 12 of their last 14 games on the year as things are starting to click at just the right time. This team still isn't on the radar of
By the way,
anyone
guys, if my face cam
this season.
is a little bad, like the quality, it's because I'm recording on 2011 MacBook, and also this quality, it's just like his.
This is still a team that
That's
you
why it's a
do
little
not
bad.
want to match up against in the first round of the playoffs, and they have proved exactly why over the last month. They might not have the best player on the court in any given series, but just like the Toronto Raptors, they have one of the best starting lineups in the league that can create matchup nightmares against almost any opponent in the NBA.
I truly think we do have a team, a beautiful team, like that example on the ground. Did you just see Marcus Smart? Listen, our point guard, Marcus Smart, a beautiful defender. Way to facilitate the ball. Averages about 5 assists. Last game he had 7. The other before that he had 6. Guys, he facilitates the ball a lot. We have Jaylen Brown, yo. Let me say it one more time. We have Jaylen Brown, who is a beast. A beautiful shot creator. Beautiful. He has improved a lot. He is a superstar. I don't care what nobody says. He is a superstar who's averaging about 24, something like that. Jason Tatum was averaging 26, I think 26. The month of January is averaging something nice. Who gets a lot of assists too, around 5 assists, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds a game. Guys, this team is looking crazy, and we have the most underrated player in the NBA, Robert Williams, a top 8 center in the league. You guys heard it here, a top 8 center in the league. You guys don't understand how good Robert Williams is. We have Derek White. Guys, we have a good team. We just gotta. We're turning up.
This team is the 6th seed in the East is
let's
because
just turn
of
up.
their horrific start to the season, but it has almost seemed like this team has bought.
And next year, once we win the finals, we're gonna get Bradley Beal. So we're gonna go back to back. We're gonna have a three-peat. Trust.
Completely different style of basketball.
Look,
As
Robert
the
Williams.
once
Oh, I'm
isolation-heavy
pumped.
style of offense has now shifted to this unit actually playing like a team.
Look at
making
Jaylen
the
Brown, bro.
plays, delivering the extra pass,
I'm so
making hard
thankful. I
cuts,
hope
and as
I
some
hope
people
this
may
whole
call
team
it,
doesn't
the
leave.
Boston
I hope
Celtics
the
are
whole
simply just
starting
playing
lineup doesn't
winning
leave.
basketball. Over the stretch of their last 14 games for the new-look Boston team, the Celtics have improved to an offensive rating that is now 7th in the league, and what has made this team so dominant is the fact that their defensive rating has been the clear-cut best in the league.
Yeah,
with a rating
I
of
agree.
96.5,
Not I agree, it's
and,
facts.
The next best team is the Denver Nuggets, sitting a whole 10 points behind them. I honestly do encourage you to take a look at that statistic for yourself so that you can simply just witness how good this team has been as of late, but that has ultimately resulted in the team having a league best net rating of 20.4, more than 10 points above the next best team in that regard.
The defense is locked. We have a good defense. Jason Tatum is a lock. He can lock up, use his 6'10 body, his wingspan, all that. Marcus Smart, the most underrated defender in the league. He's a great defender, and you guys see the clips that they show. He's always diving on the ground. He wants to win. Robert Williams, a paint, just a rim protector. Get out of here, get out of here. He catches all the... And then, I just love this team. Derek White could be a little bit of defense, you know what I'm saying?
Just how dominant this team has been.
But Derek White's kind of like a facilitator.
This domination is in large
We
part
added
due to
Daniel
the
Tice back. He's been doing good on... Last game, he had 2 blocks.
Al Horford and Robert Williams are on the court together, they own a net rating of plus 27.8 in 309 minutes together over 24 games. Not only is
Damn.
that the best net rating in the NBA among any five-man group with at least 200 minutes together, it's a staggering 7 points better than the next closest five-man tandem,
Wow.
the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Guys,
Also, only a small percentage of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed.
make
so
sure you
if
guys
haven't
subscribe to my
liked this
channel, bro.
video,
Please, please,
consider
please, please,
subscribing.
please. I'm
It's
trying to
free and
upgrade
you
from
know
this
what you're
2011
doing.
MacBook.
Enjoy the video. In the 15 seasons that the NBA has tracked advanced lineup data, the only five-man group to log at least 200 minutes that ended a season within 4 points of Boston's current net rating was a Knicks lineup of Jason Kidd, Tyson Chandler, Carmelo Anthony, J.R. Smith, and
Damn.
Raymond Felton, and that was a plus 25.3 over 269 minutes together in 2012. Over the past decade, only
Look at Marcus
three
Smart.
five-man groups have finished with a net rating north of 20 with at least 400 minutes, and there is a real chance that Boston could join that group, and if they continue to play at the level they're at, there's no doubt they could even be the best. It all starts with Marcus Smart, as he is the team's much-needed starting guard,
Yep.
who does a little bit of everything for this team, as he shines in being an absolute pest
Yeah.
on defense, who's in fourth in the league right now with 1.8 steals a game. Smart is and has always been a spark plug for the Celtics, which makes him so special. He hustles to get loose balls every chance he gets and
Yep.
provides some much-needed energy that this team needs whenever the morale is down.
That's
And
what I'm
honestly, he
saying.
would have been a
Marcus
massive
Smart,
difference
when I
maker
think of the Celtics, I think of Marcus Smart. I can't picture Marcus Smart wearing another jersey, so please, please, Marcus Smart, never leave the Celtics, please.
what turned this entire team around halfway through the season. And then we have the two best players on this team in Jason Tatum and
Jaylen Brown.
Tatum's not having the best season of his career, although it isn't far off from what we're used to, and that's because of the whole dynamic of this team at the start of the season, and I honestly think that that played a massive role in him not shooting the ball too well while the Celtics were playing through him in isolation basketball. As a
Listen, while there's an ad, I believe that Jason Tatum, when he's shooting bad, still shoot it if you're open, but also drive to the rack. You're 6'10". That's when he needs to do a little bit more, and he'll get fouled.
Over his last 14 games, we have seen Tatum clearly play the best basketball of the season, and once again,
he has, bro. He's been averaging what is it, like 28, 8, and something?
He's averaged 27, 7, and
27, 7, and 5. Close enough to what I said. I was off by like 1 and 1.
As he's been able to bring his shooting numbers to almost 50% from the field and almost 40% from 3 in that span. Both of these numbers are massive jumps to what he averages on the season. What is nuts about Tatum on this run, and is honestly at a point where I don't even know how to put it into perspective, but when Tatum has been on the floor in his last 14 games, he has a team-leading plus-minus of 271 points. This averages out to be plus 19 in each of those 14 games, where once again I don't even know where to start on how to explain how dominant that is. You just kind of have to take it in for yourself. It is almost identical with Jaylen Brown in terms of
I'm so excited to watch the game tonight against Hawks.
Still having one that's not far off from what we.
I will be reacting to it, but as you guys know, I posted a Boston versus Pacers react. I watched the game, but I just posted my thoughts and stuff, and it got blocked off of YouTube for copyright. I don't know why. That's the first time I react to an NBA game and it gets copyrighted. And look at Jaylen Brown, bro.
His numbers have looked very similar.
This is what we need. The 3-point percentage could go up, but look, he is a shooter. Green.
Athleticism and size can obviously defend at a high level, and they have been main contributors to what could be known now as one of the best defensive starting fives in basketball, and this is finally paired up with its own version of two defensive-minded bigs in Al Horford and Robert.
That is what I'm saying. I believe we have the best defensive squad in that league right now, if you really look at who it is.
And someone they can just count on to be consistent on both ends of the floor. He's averaged over a block per game, but it has been his combination with Robert Williams, who has been one of the stories for this team. Williams is one of the biggest reasons for the Celtics turnaround, as the team has shifted his role into becoming more of a roaming role in the paint, and this has inevitably resulted in the team now becoming one of, if not the best defensive teams in the entire NBA. We are the best defensive team. And this, of course, course, makes defenders think twice before entering the paint with him on the floor, and forces their opponents to shoot their way out of wins. And since this team has 3 strong perimeter defenders, it's been
Hey,
to do
AD.
this against them successfully.
Who?
Staying healthy is the main priority for this team if they want to continue this level of play, as they certainly aren't the deepest team in the league, but it is no question that when these
I
5 are out
really
there,
hope they stay
anything
healthy.
is possible in a 7-game series, and this Celtics team is now old enough to know that as long as they make it to the dance, they can go up against everybody. However, this team does have 2 pieces coming off the bench to give them a little added boost, as Grant Williams, a guy who has filled in a few times in a starting position, is the team's 6th man, and deservedly so. He's been able to stretch the floor for this team as a forward, nearly shooting 50% from the field.
I was just about to say that
44%
he's
from
improved
three,
his shooting a
much
lot.
needed backup weapon. And the team also just acquired Derek White during the trade deadline, who will be a massive contributor to this team continuing to play team-oriented basketball to finish the season off strong. As this top 7 group of guys head into the final stretch of the NBA season, they will have their work cut out for them, yet there's no question this team has figured out the recipe to win games, staying as far away from relying on
Shooter
isolation
JB.
basketball as possible. With the East as wide open as it is, they're just 4.5 games back from the number 1 seed. Something that once seemed to be impossible this season is actually up there for the taking, and you best be assured
Good
that
hit,
no
Marcus
team
Smart.
is
I remember
going to
this
want
game.
to
This
head
game
into
was
the
so
playoffs
sick,
playing against
but we
the
ended up
Celtics team
losing.
healthy. And we all know that benches shrink during the postseason, and this is an area where the Celtics look to be strong, as they
I
have
hated this
7
game.
guys
Luka
on this
Doncic
team
hit the
that
game winner.
cannot be counted out to make some plays down the stretch. Let me know what you guys think of this Celtics team down below in the comments, and if you think they actually have a chance to do something in the playoffs this season. As always, if you
If I was to comment, I would say I believe this team is going to win the finals. I believe this team. I believe this is the year. Jason Tatum. Bro, listen. Jason Tatum already has been to the conference finals so many times, guys, in his career. He's been in the conference finals more times than he hasn't been. And look how young he is, bro. Jaylen Brown, same. He's been in it a lot of times. Listen, I really have faith in this team. I believe this is the year, if not this year. But that's just if. It is going to be this year. Next year we get Bradley Beal. The starting lineup will be Marcus Smart, Bradley Beal, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams. Off the bench, Al Horford, Derek White. I don't think you guys are ready, bro. But as always, hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe, please. Tell me what you guys think about the Celtics. You guys think they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals this year? I believe that for sure they're going. And I really have hope that they're going to the finals. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time, brother.